Listen to me right now. I want you to stop what you're doing. Put down that phone, close that laptop, and pay attention to what I'm about to tell you. Because what I'm going to share with you today is just going to change how you see the world. It's going to change how you live in it. You see, there's a war going on, not the kind you see on the news, not the kind fought with guns and bombs, but a war for your soul, for your dignity, for your self-respect. And every single day, you're either winning that war or you're losing it. The difference between victory and defeat isn't about how much money you have in your bank account, how many followers you have on social media, or what car you drive. The difference is simple. It's about what you will accept and what you will not accept in your life. Today, I'm going to tell you about 7 behaviors, 7 deadly sins against your own spirit that you must never, and I mean never, tolerate. Not from strangers, not from friends, not from colleagues, and especially not from family. Because family doesn't give anyone a free pass to diminish you or destroy your peace. Maya Angelou once said, "When people show you who they are, believe them the first time." But here's what she didn't say. When people show you who they are, and that person is someone who doesn't respect you, you have a choice to make. You can either teach them how to treat you, or you can teach yourself to walk away. Behavior number 1, let me start with the foundation of everything. Respect. Disrespect is like cancer. It starts small, maybe with a snide comment here, a dismissive gesture there. But if you don't cut it out immediately, it spreads, it grows. Before you know it, it has consumed everything good about your relationship with that person. Disrespect comes in many forms. It's the family member who constantly interrupts you when you're speaking as if your words don't matter. It's the friend who makes jokes at your expense in front of others, then tells you to lighten up when you don't laugh along. It's the partner who dismisses your feelings, your dreams, your concerns as if they are insignificant. But here's what you need to understand. When someone disrespects you, they're not just attacking your words or your actions, they're attacking your worth as a human being. They're telling you, without saying it directly, that you don't matter enough to be treated with basic human dignity. I don't care if it's your mother, your father, your spouse, your best friend since childhood. Disrespect is unacceptable, period. Because when you tolerate disrespect, you're not just allowing someone else to diminish you, you're diminishing yourself. You're teaching your own mind that you're not worthy of better treatment. Eleanor Roosevelt said it best. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Stop giving your consent. The moment someone speaks to you in a way that makes you feel small, you speak up. You say, "I don't accept being spoken to that way." And if they can't adjust their behavior, you adjust your distance from them. Respect isn't something you earn by being perfect. It's something you deserve by being human. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. Behavior number 2, manipulation. Now, let's talk about manipulation. The art of making you dance to someone else's tune while making you think it was your idea to dance in the first place. Manipulators are expert at one thing, making you question your own reality. They use guilt like a weapon. After everything I've done for you, they'll say. They use your love against you. If you really cared about me, you would. They use your fears to control you. You'll never find anyone better than me. They rewrite history to make themselves the victim and you the villain. Manipulation is particularly dangerous when it comes from family because it's wrapped in the language of love. I'm only saying this because I care about you. Family comes first. Blood is thicker than water. But here's the truth they don't want you to know. Love doesn't manipulate. Love doesn't guilt trip. Love doesn't make you feel crazy for having boundaries. The most insidious form of manipulation is gaslighting, making you question your own perception of reality. They'll deny saying things they clearly said. They'll insist events happen differently than you remember. They'll make you feel like you're losing your mind. As the saying goes, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. Manipulators convince you that your reality isn't real. Steve Jobs once said, "Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life." When you allow someone to manipulate you, you're living their life, not yours. You're making decisions based on their wants, their needs, their agenda, not your own. Recognize manipulation for what it is. Theft. They're stealing your autonomy, your peace of mind, your ability to make choices that are right for you. And thieves, no matter how much you love them, cannot be tolerated in your life. Behavior number 3, emotional abuse. This one hits close to home for many people because emotional abuse doesn't leave visible scars. There are no bruises to point to, no broken bones to prove it happened. But the damage is real. Devastating. Emotional abuse is the systematic destruction of your self-esteem, your confidence, your sense of self-worth. It's name-calling, constant criticism, threats, intimidation, isolation, friends and family, and the deliberate attempt to make you feel worthless. The emotional abuser has a playbook, and they follow it religiously. First, they tear you down. You're stupid. You're worthless. Nobody else would want you. Then they build you back up, just enough to keep you around. But I love you. I'm the only one who understands you. We belong together. It's a cycle designed to keep you trapped. What makes emotional abuse particularly cruel is that it often comes from people who claim to love you. Your parent who constantly tells you you're not good enough. Your partner who makes you feel like you can't do anything right. Your sibling who treats you like you're an inconvenience. But here's what you need to understand. Love doesn't tear down. It builds up. Love doesn't make you feel small. It makes you feel like you can conquer the world. Love doesn't isolate you. It connects you to the best version of yourself. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that." But sometimes, the most loving thing you can do is remove yourself from the darkness. Snorts. Sometimes love means loving yourself enough to walk away from people who refuse to see your light. If someone in your life is consistently making you feel less than, making you doubt yourself, making you feel like you're walking on eggshells, that's not love. That's emotional terrorism. And you don't negotiate with terrorists. Behavior number 4, betrayal of trust. Trust is the foundation of every meaningful relationship. It's the invisible thread that connects human hearts. When someone betrays your trust, they're not just breaking a promise, they're breaking a part of you. Betrayal comes in many forms. It's the friend who shares your secrets with others. It's the family member who uses your vulnerabilities against you. It's the partner who lies to your face while looking you in the eyes. It's the colleague who takes credit for your work. It's anyone who makes you believe you can count on them, then proves you can't. The pain of betrayal is unique because it combines loss with humiliation. You lose not just the relationship, but also your faith in your own judgment. You start questioning everyone and everything. How could I have been so stupid? How did I not see this coming? Who else in my life is lying to me? But here's what you need to know. Being betrayed doesn't make you naive or stupid. It makes you human. It means you were brave enough to trust, generous enough to believe in someone's goodness, open enough to be vulnerable. The person who betrayed you is the one who should be ashamed, not you. Warren Buffett once said, "It takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it." If you think about that, you'll do things differently. The same applies to trust. It takes time to build and can be destroyed in an instant. Once broken, it's rarely fully repaired. Some people will tell you that forgiveness means giving someone another chance to hurt you. That's not forgiveness. That's foolishness. Forgiveness means releasing the anger and resentment for your own peace of mind. It doesn't mean putting yourself back in harm's way. When someone shows you they can't be trusted, believe them. Don't make excuses for them. Don't rationalize their behavior. Don't give them endless chances to prove they've changed. Trust your instincts and protect your peace. Behavior number 5, consistent negativity and toxicity. Life is hard enough without surrounding yourself with people who make it harder. We all have bad days, snorts, difficult seasons, times when we need support and understanding. But there's a difference between someone going through a tough time and someone who has made negativity their permanent residence. Toxic people are energy vampires. They drain your enthusiasm, your optimism, your hope. They complain constantly, but never take action to improve their situation. They see problems in every solution, darkness in every ray of light. They criticize your dreams, mock your ambitions, and tell you why you can't succeed before you've even tried. The toxic person in your life might be the family member who always has something negative to say about your choices, the friend who never has anything good to say about anyone or anything, the coworker who spreads gossip and creates drama wherever they go, the partner who sees the worst in every situation and expects you to join them in their misery. What makes toxic people particularly dangerous is that their negativity is contagious. Spend enough time around someone who sees the world as a dark, hopeless place, and you'll start seeing it that way too. Their limiting beliefs become your limiting beliefs. Their fears become your fears. Snorts. Their cynicism becomes your cynicism. Oprah Winfrey said, "Surround yourself only with people who are going to lift you higher." Notice she didn't say sometimes lift you higher or try to lift you higher when they're in a good mood. She said only with people who are going to lift you. You have a choice about who you allow into your inner circle. You can choose to surround yourself with people who inspire you, encourage you, believe in you, and challenge you to be better. Or you can choose to surround yourself with people who drag you down, discourage you, doubt you, and make you smaller. Choose wisely. Your future self depends on it. Behavior number 6, lack of accountability. This one is crucial. Never tolerate someone who refuses to take responsibility for their actions. These are the people who always have an excuse, always have someone else to blame, always have a reason why nothing is ever their fault. The person who lacks accountability is dangerous because they live in a fantasy world where they're always the victim and everyone else is the villain. They can't grow because they can't acknowledge their mistakes. They can't change because they don't believe they need to. They can't be trusted because they'll never admit when they're wrong. You've met these people. The family member who hurt you but insists you're being too sensitive. The friend who constantly cancels plans but always has a good reason. The coworker who makes mistakes but blames everyone else. The partner who does something hurtful but somehow makes it your fault for being hurt. Lack of accountability destroys relationships because it makes authentic connection impossible. How can you have a real relationship with someone who won't own their part in problems? How can you resolve conflicts with someone who refuses to admit they contribute to them? How can you trust someone who rewrites history to make themselves look better? John F. Kennedy said, "The great enemy of the truth is very often not the lie, but the myth persistent, persuasive, and unrealistic." The myth that people who lack accountability tell themselves is that they're perfect, that problems are always someone else's fault, that they never need to change or grow. Don't enable this behavior. Don't make excuses for them. Don't accept their blame shifting. Don't tolerate their refusal to own their actions. When someone won't take responsibility, you take responsibility for yourself. Take responsibility for protecting your peace, your sanity, your well-being. Behavior number 7, deliberate undermining of your success, snorts, and happiness. This is perhaps the most painful behavior to accept because it often comes from people who are supposed to want the best for you. These are the people who should be celebrating your victories, but instead try to diminish them. They should be supporting your dreams, but instead plant seeds of doubt. They should want you to be happy, but seem uncomfortable when you are. The person who undermines your success might be subtle about it. They'll make backhanded compliments. You got the promotion? I guess they were really desperate. They'll focus on potential problems. Starting your own business? Do you know how many businesses fail? They'll minimize your achievements. Anyone could have done that if they had your advantages, or they might be more direct. They'll actively discourage you from pursuing opportunities. They'll tell you you're not smart enough, talented enough, experienced enough. Snorts. They'll predict your failure before you even start it. They'll make you feel guilty for wanting more, for dreaming bigger, for believing in yourself. Why do people do this? Sometimes it's jealousy. Your success makes them feel bad about their own life. Sometimes it's fear. If you change and grow, they're afraid you'll leave them behind. Sometimes it's control. Keeping you small keeps you dependent on them. But here's what you need to understand. Their motivation doesn't matter. What matters is the impact on your life. When someone consistently tries to undermine your success and happiness, they're not just being unsupportive, they're being toxic to your growth. Albert Einstein said, "Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds." Not everyone will celebrate your success. Not everyone will support your dreams. Not everyone will want you to be happy. And that's okay. As long as you don't let their limitations, you don't need everyone's approval to succeed. You don't need everyone's support to be happy. You don't need everyone's permission to pursue your dreams. What you need is the courage to pursue them anyway, even when the people closest to you don't understand or support your vision. The choice is yours. Now, let me tell you something that might be hard to hear. Setting boundaries with difficult people, especially family members, is one of the hardest things you'll ever do. It goes against everything we're taught about loyalty, about forgiveness, about keeping the peace. You'll be called selfish. You'll be told you're overreacting. You'll be accused of being ungrateful, disloyal, cold-hearted. People will use guilt, manipulation, and emotional blackmail to try to get you to accept unacceptable behavior. But here's what I want you to remember. Protecting your peace isn't selfish, it's necessary. Setting boundaries isn't mean, it's healthy. Refusing to tolerate disrespect isn't cruel, it's self-love. You cannot control how other people behave, but you can control how you respond to their behavior. You cannot change toxic people, but you can change your relationship with them. You cannot make someone respect you, but you can refuse to accept disrespect. The people who truly love you will respect your boundaries. They'll work to earn back your trust if they've broken it. They'll take responsibility for their actions. They'll support your success and celebrate your happiness. They'll treat you with the dignity and respect you deserve. And the people who don't? Well, as Maya Angelou said, when people show you who they are, believe them. Then make decisions based on that truth, not on who you hope they might become or who they used to be. Life is not a rehearsal. This is it. This is your one shot at happiness, at success, at peace, at fulfillment. Don't waste it trying to manage other people's emotions, trying to fix other people, ease problems, trying to earn love and respect from people who refuse to give it. You are worthy of respect. You deserve to be treated with kindness. You have the right to set boundaries. You have the power to choose who gets access to your time, your energy, your heart. As Nelson Mandela said, there is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Stop, clears throat, playing small to make other people comfortable. Stop settling for relationships that drain you rather than fulfill you. Stop accepting behaviors that you know in your heart are UNEX, the 7 behaviors I've outlined today. Disrespect, manipulation, emotional abuse, betrayal of trust, consistent negativity and toxicity, lack of accountability, and deliberate undermining of your success and happiness. These are not quirks to be tolerated or personality flaws to be overlooked. These are deal breakers. These are the hills you die on. These are the lines you don't let anyone cross. Stand up for yourself. Speak up for yourself. Fight for yourself. Because if you don't, who will? Your future's waiting for you. Your dreams are calling your name. Your happiness is within reach. But first, you have to clear out the people and behaviors that are standing in your way. The choice is yours. What are you going to choose? Remember, you are not responsible for other people's behavior, but you are responsible for what you tolerate. Choose wisely. Your life depends on it.